The RMS Titanic, a majestic British passenger liner, tragically met its fate in a heart-wrenching disaster when it collided with a colossal iceberg in the icy waters of the North Atlantic on that fateful night of April 15, 1912. The destructive drop of this grand rowboat led to the untimely death of over 1,500 souls among around the 2,224 passengers and crew aboard, engraving it as the most difficult ocean-going disaster in history. The profound historical impact of this catastrophic event reverberates across generations, captivating hearts and minds globally. As we look back on this sad chapter of the past, we are drawn into the mysterious world of artifacts that were recovered from the depths where the Titanic now rests. Each artifact holds within it a tale of sorrow, resilience, and secrets waiting to be unveiled, offering poignant glimpses into the lives lost at sea. Join me on an immersive journey as we uncover the chilling narratives behind the top 5 terrifying things recovered from the Titanic, shedding light on the untold stories that echo through time. Prepare yourself for an exploration that will send a shiver down your spine, prompting reflection on the fragility of life and the haunting echoes of history. Number 1 on our list is a really old watch, a pocket watch. It has a very interesting story. This rusty pocket watch was recovered from a passenger who tragically lost their life on the Titanic, bringing to light a tale of courage and heartbreak. The watch belonged to Sinai, a Russian Jewish immigrant who embarked on the ill-fated voyage aboard the Titanic. Sinai, a 34-year-old man filled with aspirations, embarked on a journey with his beloved wife, Miriam, to seek a fresh start in America. Their modest second-class tickets on the ship symbolized their dreams of pursuing careers in medicine and dentistry in the bustling city of New York. Sinai, known for his skill in selling furs, envisioned a prosperous future by leveraging his trade in the new land. Tragically, as the Titanic met its fate in the icy waters of April 1912, Miriam found refuge on a lifeboat while Sinai valiantly faced the chilling waters, becoming one of many souls lost in the tragedy. After a few days of relentless search efforts, the lifeless body of Sinai was discovered amidst the frigid waters of the sea. This poignant tale of love and tragic loss etched itself profoundly into the annals of the Titanic's storied past. Despite bearing the marks of time, with its watch hands worn down, dial discolored, movement tainted by rust, and silver coating weathered away, the timepiece fetched a substantial sum of $57,500 at auction. This transaction not only served as a financial exchange but also played a crucial role in preserving the enduring memory of the Titanic and the captivating narratives of its passengers for well over a century. Our second item is a big part of the Titanic, lovingly called the Big Piece. This huge section of the Titanic's grand hull was saved from the bottom of the ocean. But why is finding a big piece of a sunken ship so important? The Big Piece weighs 15 tons and is 13 by 30 feet, which makes it a really cool thing to see. It was first seen in 1994, but there was a problem during a rescue in 1996 when the cable holding it broke. However, they didn't give up, and it was finally brought up in 1998. This part of the hull is the biggest thing ever found from the Titanic. When they looked at it closely, they saw that it came from the right side of the ship, showing how the Titanic had a really tough time with nature. What's really cool is that the windows still have their glass, which makes the Big Piece even more special. Today, this huge thing is on display, making people feel close to the amazing Titanic. People who go to see the Big Piece at the exhibitions are really amazed by how big it is. Some even cry, and a few say they feel a funny feeling when they touch it. When they look at this huge part of the ship, they feel even more connected to the Titanic. Seeing and touching this real piece makes the story of the Titanic feel very real for the people who come to the exhibitions. The strong feelings that visitors have in the rooms show how much people are still interested in and respectful of the Titanic story. The next intriguing discovery from the Titanic wreckage is an alligator purse that belonged to Marion, a British hat maker. Planning to relocate to the United States to reunite with her daughter and grandchildren, Marion's journey unexpectedly led her to purchase a third-class ticket for the Titanic due to issues with her initial travel arrangements. As she embarked on the ill-fated voyage, little did she know that her alligator bag would become a relic of history, symbolizing the lives and stories intertwined with the tragic fate of the Titanic. Kept in her bag, along with the alligator purse, were really important personal papers like her marriage certificate, a receipt for sending a canary to a retired relative, and a letter from an old landlord saying she always paid her rent on time. Surprisingly, these papers stayed safe inside the bag and didn't get ruined by the sea, which helped keep them in good condition. Experts specializing in the preservation of historical artifacts have observed the exceptional quality of the alligator skin utilized in crafting the purse, noting its superiority compared to modern materials. The meticulous craftsmanship of the purse reflects the enduring ethos of bygone eras, where durability was a paramount consideration. Tragically, Marion did not survive the ill-fated voyage of the Titanic, prompting contemplation on the alternate course her life might have taken had she boarded her intended ship and safely reached America. Coming in at number 4 on our list is a love letter. Other than being one of the most famous sad events ever, the Titanic has one of the best love stories linked to it. Thanks to the movie, even though there's no solid proof that Jack was real and got the ticket as a prize, so there are no records of him getting on the ship. The love story of Jack and Rose is really sad. We can't be sure if it's all true, but it's interesting to know that there was love on the Titanic. A love letter was found with the old thing saved almost 70 years after the accident. The letter was written by a Titanic worker named Richard Geddes to his wife. It was written on the original Titanic paper and even had its original Starline envelope when found. Besides saying how much he loved her, the letter had details that only the people on the ship would know. Richard told his wife about a time when the Titanic almost crashed into another ship, the SS City of New York, on April 10th, just a few days before it hit the iceberg. The big fancy ship almost got really hurt by a close call. The problem happened because the Titanic's propellers pulled apart the other ship's ropes, making the ships almost crash into each other. Captain Smith stopped the crash by using a tugboat to pull his ship away. In ending the letter, Richard tells his wife that people on the ship thought this close call was a sign of bad luck. The last thing on our list is a bronze cherub. This cherub, also known as a cherub, is really important in the story of the Titanic artifact exhibition. It used to be shown at the Luxor Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. This cherub, which was originally part of a lamp, was found near the stairs that connected the sea deck to the promenade deck of the Titanic. There were cherub statues all over the Titanic, but there were a lot of them on the fancy 5-level grand staircase. We're not sure where this cherub was, but some people think it was on the higher level of the grand staircase in the first-class area because it's smaller than the other cherubs there. CNN shared different ideas about where the cherub came from, saying it might have been on a higher part of the big staircase in first class. The statue is missing its torch and left foot, maybe because it fell from where it was before. After James Cameron's movie Titanic came out, the cherub became well known as a romantic part of the background, especially in the scene where Jack and Rose were together on the big staircase. The cherub's presence as a religious symbol during the tragic sinking of the Titanic adds a profound layer of significance. Cherubs, traditionally associated with being close to God, evoke complex emotions when considered in the context of such a monumental disaster. Prior to the Titanic's ill-fated voyage, there was a belief among some that the ship was unsinkable, leading to varied interpretations among the religious community. The discovery of the cherub within the wreckage sparked discussions about its religious implications, prompting contemplation on themes such as human pride, divine intervention, and the intricate workings of fate. The ongoing presence of the cherub continues to provoke thought and reflection, inviting a deeper exploration of its significance and the intertwined nature of religion with the historical events surrounding the Titanic. The artifacts and personal items recovered from the Titanic wreckage continue to captivate individuals worldwide, providing a tangible connection to the tragic events that unfolded on that fateful night. Hope you have found this video to be valuable and informative. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For the latest updates and more such videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Until next time, take care.